What's up, guys? Welcome back to Board of the Two Comic Club. Justin here, and 2-day recap coming for you for October 19th and 22nd this time, Friday and Monday. And it's going to be a short video because there was a lot of marijuana-related articles because this was right after the legalization of cannabis in Canada. So I'll link in the description to some of those, but nothing really crazy. But there is one interesting one I'm going to talk about. So let's just get into it and see how we did. We did do some trades on the 19th. We bought 2 Shopify calls, and I had actually made a video talking about could Shopify stock, go up a lot. And I will make a card so you can click that. And if you missed it, I talk about why I think Shopify could really go up a lot because of the cannabis legalization, and why I really like Shopify. So definitely check that out if you haven't seen it. And then also our call option, the covered call option that we sold for Apple expired. So on Monday the 22nd, we sold another one. Got $16.34. So again, it's free money. I wasn't being too greedy. I just wanted to make sure I kept my Apple shares in case the stock kept going up. In hindsight, obviously it didn't, but that's what I thought at the time. Okay, so anyways, the last trade we did was Tilray. I sold my Tilray call, took a big loss on that because I think I got greedy and I wanted to try to capitalize one more time on the legalization thing. I didn't expect it to drop as much as it did. So yeah, it was kind of one of those buy the hype, sell the news kind of thing. And I did get in during that hype phase, and then I tried to buy a few more, but it was too close to the sell the news part. So their stocks weren't doing good at that point. So anyways, let's go in to see how the stocks did. So pretty decent looking day until the end. Then a lot more red happened. But yeah, the Dow did finish down or up 64, but the NASDAQ finished down 36. And yeah, Apple had a good day though, so that was cool. I'll post a couple other stocks that I didn't show on there because PayPal looks like they did really well. They must have reported good earnings. I will try to link in the description for an article. I didn't look that up for this video, but yeah, Apple and then also Domino's Pizza did well, and Weight Watchers. So yeah, pretty cool. So let's look at our winners and losers. Now we did do pretty bad on this day. We lost almost $11,000. And again, the video before this, on the 18th of October, I lost $12,000. So when you have a day where you lose less money, so part of you thinks, okay, maybe things aren't getting as bad, but especially when you see what happens the next day, it's just hard. It's hard to sell. I don't know. At this point, it was hard for me to dump my stocks because I was like, oh, what if it comes back right after I sell it? Because it does that quite frequently. But anyways, yeah. So you can see our winners here. Let's go to our losers. We had a lot of them. Now Tilray, I did sell that one, so you could see. I'm sorry, that was on was that the 22nd? Yeah, it was the 22nd. So you'll see what we took on that the next day. But I already showed you earlier in the beginning of this video. Anyways, let's just go to the next day. Okay, so the next day, let's just look at it. We have 95 for the Dow starting up, and then it went down. So it wasn't really, not a good finish. I forgot to take a screenshot again. I do this a lot because I'm a freaking airhead. But you can see Tilray stock took a big tumble. And again, this was shortly after the legalization when I thought it was going to go up. But yeah, a lot of the cannabis stocks started to fall right after the legalization. So it's a prime example of the selling the news that happens often with stocks. And so, lesson to learn, buy that hype and try not to hold on to too much before the actual event happens, unless the event goes really, really well. But yeah, most times people just buy the hype. So here's where, okay, so let's go to our winners. Now we made $125 on this day. So our balance went up. And again, at this point, I'm thinking, okay, maybe the sell-off is kind of ending, and it's like they call it a bear trap, I believe. Definitely correct me if I'm wrong, but it's when the stocks kind of bounce back, making people think that we're still in that bull market, but then it's actually a trap, and then stocks go down more. That's definitely what happened here, and I fell for it. So you'll see me lose a lot more money. That Tilray call I'm showing on there, but I sold it in the beginning of the day. So yeah, I don't know how the numbers added up in this case, but I don't know. I'm not going to bother researching it. Okay, so I just want to talk about this one article and then we'll wrap it up. So, the former Coca-Cola executive turned cannabis startup founder reveals why crafting the Apple Store of weed is a multi-billion-dollar opportunity. Now, I didn't see this picture before until now. So this is a picture for MedMen's dispensary, and they specifically designed it to look like an Apple Store because they are in the mindset that people and the consumers of cannabis, especially once you get over the whole stigma of it, a lot of people are kind of over the whole, ooh, weed is bad, blah, 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 drugs are bad. Like, cannabis, people find that it's an actual good alternative to alcohol, and there's definitely some health benefits to it for a lot of people, and so they kind of take it seriously. They don't just, like look at it in a negative light. And so those serious consumers, when they go to a store, they like to have that Apple experience. And so this company, there's a few companies that understood that, and they're trying to kind of tailor their stores to look more like Apple stores to kind of build that branding and get consumers in the stores and to get them buying their products. And I think that is definitely a great way to go in terms of branding. Apple has one of the best brands, if not, it's the best brand in the world. And, consumers are loyal to them, and so kind of, it's a good company to model after. And I think that's a brilliant idea. And so I've never obviously been to one of these dispensaries because it's not legal yet in Illinois where I live. And, I never took a trip yet to Canada, but I do want to in the future. I think it'd be cool to see. But I want to know what your guys' thoughts. Do you think this is a good idea to make their stores like this? Or do you think it's just kind of stupid? I don't know. Especially if you live in Canada, I would really like your feedback. And especially if you are in Canada and use cannabis recreationally, I definitely want to hear from you guys. So what are your thoughts? I'm just going to leave it at that, except there's one more thing I want to talk about. At this point in time, I'll post the screenshot here. It said Tesla to report earnings on Wednesday. This is when I believe I learned that Tesla was pushing their earnings report early to October instead of November. And some of the analysts were saying, why would they do that? They wouldn't push their earnings up to report bad news. And it makes a lot of sense. And the question was, did I capitalize on that? My gut was telling me their earnings were going to be good. And so we'll wait to see what happens in tomorrow's video. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to edit this video and upload it, and then we will see you guys tomorrow with the next one. So I hope you guys have a great night, and yeah, see you tomorrow. Hey guys, thanks again for checking out this video. If you want another way to support the channel, please check out that Patreon link up there at the top. You get access to my private Discord server where we chat about different companies we're looking at investing in. I also post my current trades in real time, as well as news headlines with little mini summaries. And you can also get discounts on any merchandise that we sell, like a shirt like this, for example. And if you want to just subscribe to the channel, I would appreciate that as well. You can just click that black logo there at the bottom. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.